Barron Trump, the youngest member of the Trump family, has always been under the public eye. But no one could have predicted how he would handle an unexpected public insult. Imagine being surrounded by cameras, a crowd watching your every move, and someone's harsh words cutting through the noise. Most adults would falter, but Barron's reaction left everyone in awe. This moment wasn't just a clapback. It was a statement, one that silenced critics and earned cheers from the crowd. What happened, and why did it resonate so deeply? Let's uncover the story that had everyone talking. It started as an ordinary public appearance, with Barron accompanying his family during a formal event. The crowd was buzzing, the media was snapping photos, and the atmosphere seemed typical for such occasions. Then, out of nowhere, a hurtful remark was shouted, targeted directly at Barron. The insult wasn't just a casual jab, it was cutting, personal, and loud enough for everyone nearby to hear. As people froze in shock, the room's energy shifted. Onlookers turned to see who had made the comment, and the cameras zeroed in on Barron. The media wasted no time capturing the moment, making it impossible to ignore. Whispers and murmurs filled the space, with some attendees visibly uncomfortable. But the most surprising part was Barron's demeanor. Instead of retreating or reacting in anger, he stood firm. There was a brief moment of silence as he gathered his thoughts, and the crowd waited with bated breath to see what he would do next. It was a moment that would soon turn into one of the most unforgettable acts of resilience and confidence. As the tension in the room reached its peak, all eyes remained on Barron. The insult lingered in the air, leaving everyone wondering how a teenager in the spotlight would respond to such public humiliation. But Barron, standing tall and calm, surprised everyone. Instead of retaliating with anger or frustration, he delivered a response that was both sharp and dignified, a perfect balance of confidence and maturity. His words were quick and cutting, but they weren't rude or inappropriate. They highlighted his wit and composure, and his tone carried an air of command that silenced even his harshest critics. His response wasn't just a defense, it was a powerful statement that turned the tables completely. The insult that had been aimed to belittle him now seemed trivial in comparison to his poised reaction. The room erupted into applause. People cheered, clapped, and even gave him a standing ovation. It wasn't just about the words he said. It was about how he turned the moment into one of empowerment. His clapback wasn't just a rebuttal. It was a defining moment that proved his strength of character under pressure. The cameras captured every second, and within moments, the scene was trending across social media. People couldn't stop talking about Barron's boldness and grace, with hashtags praising his bravery and calling out the inappropriate behavior of the heckler. This single moment of quick thinking and confidence not only changed the mood of the event, but also reshaped the public's perception of Barron entirely. The moment Barron delivered his unforgettable clapback, the room froze in shock. Gasps echoed across the venue as people processed his unexpected yet eloquent response. Within seconds, the initial surprise turned into an outpouring of applause and cheers. Attendees who had been unsure of how to react to the earlier insult were now fully aligned, rallying behind Barron with admiration and respect. Some members of the audience, visibly emotional, stood up to applaud, their faces lighting up with pride and encouragement. This wasn't just about a single moment. It felt like a collective declaration against disrespect and a powerful endorsement of Barron's grace under pressure. Even those who had remained skeptical of him before found themselves nodding in approval, unable to deny the composure and wit he had just displayed. Media figures and high-profile attendees in the room were quick to exchange impressed glances, realizing they had just witnessed a defining moment. Whispered conversations turned into loud commendations, and before long, Barron had not only silenced the insult, but also shifted the energy of the entire event. Outside the venue, the scene was equally electric. As videos of the moment began circulating on social media, hashtags celebrating Barron's clapback started trending almost instantly. Comments poured in from all corners of the internet, praising his bravery, quick wit, and maturity beyond his years. Many pointed out how he had turned an insulting situation into a triumph of dignity and respect. Some audience members spoke to reporters afterward, expressing their awe at how Barron had handled the situation. "It was a masterclass in composure," one attendee said. "I've never seen anything like it." Another added, "It wasn't just what he said, it was how he carried himself. That kind of confidence can't be taught." The ripple effect of his response extended beyond the event itself. Fans, supporters, and even critics of the Trump family couldn't help but acknowledge the moment as a testament to Barron's strength and maturity. For the audience, both in the room and online, this wasn't just a response. It was an unforgettable moment of empowerment. As the news of Barron Trump's clapback spread like wildfire, media outlets across the globe quickly picked up on the story. Headlines ranged from celebratory to analytical, with phrases like "Barron Trump's defining moment" and "a comeback for the ages." News channels played the viral clip on repeat, dissecting every word, expression, and gesture, while commentators debated the broader implications of his response. Mainstream media outlets highlighted the incident as a pivotal moment in Barron's public image. Previously known for his reserved demeanor, his bold clapback shattered the narrative of a quiet teenager, showcasing a sharp, confident side that resonated with audiences. Editorials praised his composure, with many pointing out the stark contrast between his maturity and the pettiness of the insult he responded to. Social media platforms erupted in a frenzy of support. Twitter was ablaze with hashtags like Barron Clapback, Trump Comeback, and Barron Unstoppable, with millions of users sharing their thoughts. The moment struck a chord across generational and political divides, with people uniting to commend his courage. Posts celebrating Barron's quick thinking and eloquence received thousands of likes and shares, turning him into a trending figure overnight. Public figures and celebrities also weighed in, with many offering words of encouragement. A-list actors, athletes, and political commentators tweeted their admiration for Barron's ability to stand his ground in such a high-pressure situation. Even some of the family's critics couldn't help but applaud his actions, calling it a rare moment of authenticity in a world often clouded by political theatrics. Supporters of the Trump family seized the opportunity to amplify the moment, framing it as a testament to the family's resilience and Barron's personal growth. Fans flooded his social media accounts with messages of support, creating fan pages and memes celebrating the iconic comeback. On the other hand, the incident also sparked debates. Some critics questioned whether Barron's response was orchestrated or spontaneous, while others scrutinized the family's handling of the situation. Despite the skepticism, the overwhelming majority of the public viewed the moment as genuine and inspiring, solidifying Barron's place in the spotlight. The wave of support didn't stop at social media. Charities, organizations, and youth advocacy groups began reaching out to the Trump family, eager to collaborate with Barron as a spokesperson for anti-bullying initiatives and youth empowerment campaigns. Schools used the viral moment as a teaching tool, emphasizing the importance of standing up for oneself with grace and dignity. For Barron, this newfound attention brought both challenges and opportunities. While the media frenzy was intense, it also opened doors for him to define his public persona. As the coverage continued, it became clear that this wasn't just a fleeting moment. It was the start of a larger conversation about respect, resilience, and the power of standing tall in the face of adversity. Barron Trump's bold clapback resonated far beyond the immediate moment, leaving an impression that was as thought-provoking as it was inspiring. His response carried a message that transcended political affiliations, age groups, and cultural divides. For many, it wasn't just about the words he said, but the confidence and poise with which he delivered them. At its core, Barron's response was a reminder that respect and dignity are not privileges reserved for adults or people in positions of power. It highlighted the idea that every individual, regardless of age or background, has the right to stand up against unfair treatment or public shaming. For young people, especially those often underestimated or dismissed, it was a call to embrace their voice and use it with conviction. Barron's reaction also reflected a broader message about resilience in the face of adversity. Rather than reacting with anger or retreating into silence, he chose a path that balanced strength and composure. It was a lesson in the importance of handling criticism and insults without stooping to the level of those who instigate negativity. This approach resonated deeply with parents, educators, and youth advocates who saw it as a teachable moment for addressing bullying and harassment. Another key takeaway from Barron's response was the emphasis on individuality. While growing up in the public eye comes with unique pressures, his clapback served as a declaration of independence, proof that he is more than just the youngest member of a high-profile family. For many viewers, it was a moment of authenticity that made him relatable and humanized him in a way that few public figures achieve. The incident also sparked conversations about the importance of empathy. Barron's calm yet firm response encouraged people to consider the impact of their words and actions on others. It was a subtle but powerful reminder that kindness and understanding are often the best antidotes to hostility. For his family, the moment highlighted the values they've instilled in their youngest member. The poise he demonstrated became a reflection of the lessons imparted by his parents, particularly Melania Trump, who has consistently championed anti-bullying efforts. In many ways, Barron's response became an extension of her Be Best initiative, showing how such principles can manifest in real-world situations. Finally, Barron's clapback carried a message of hope and courage. For anyone who has ever felt targeted, silenced, or overlooked, it served as a reminder that standing up for oneself is not only possible, but can be done with grace and effectiveness. His actions encouraged others to believe in their ability to rise above negativity and create a positive narrative in the face of challenges. The moment, though brief, left an enduring impact, as people across the globe drew inspiration from Barron's words and demeanor. Whether viewed as a symbolic stand against bullying, a testament to personal resilience, or a glimpse into his emerging individuality, the message behind Barron's response will likely continue to inspire for years to come. The unforgettable moment of Barron Trump's clapback after a public insult marked more than just an instance of defending himself. It became a symbol of resilience, maturity, and authenticity. His calm yet impactful response resonated deeply with people across all walks of life, sparking conversations that extended far beyond the initial incident. For Barron, it was a moment of stepping into his individuality, proving that he is not just a figure in the background, but a young person with his own voice and perspective. This incident allowed the world to see him in a new light, as someone who can rise above adversity and respond with grace under pressure. The event also left a profound impact on his family, highlighting the values instilled by his parents, particularly the emphasis on respect, empathy, and standing tall in the face of negativity. For Melania Trump, it was a moment that underscored her ongoing advocacy for anti-bullying initiatives, while for Donald Trump, it showcased a side of his youngest son that many had never seen before. On a broader scale, Barron's clapback became a source of inspiration for anyone who has faced criticism, bullying, or public shaming. It reminded audiences that standing up for oneself doesn't have to mean retaliation. It can mean holding one's ground with dignity and composure. As the public continues to reflect on this moment, one thing remains clear. Barron Trump's response was more than just a headline-worthy event. It became a teachable moment, a catalyst for change, and a testament to the power of self-respect and resilience. It's a story that will be remembered not just for the initial insult, but for the way it was turned into a statement of strength and positivity.